Hey, welcome to Thailand. If you want to visit best Phuket places without visiting basic tourist attractions, this video was created for you. Let's go. We began our trip by visiting the highly underrated but perhaps the most vibrant area of Phuket, the Old Town. We spent 2 days here and I was amazed by how stunningly beautiful the architecture of this place is. If you forget the typical beach views for a second, Phuket Old Town feels more like a colonial town than a tropical resort. Narrow streets, bright facades, Sino-Portuguese buildings with arched galleries, different shutters, and old signs. All this creates an atmosphere that truly transports you to another time. The history of this area dates back to the 19th century when Chinese and European traders began arriving here. They were the ones who brought with them this special architectural style, which is now considered the city's hallmark. But beyond the history, a special creative atmosphere is felt here. Along the streets, you can find art galleries, antique shops, designer stores, and cozy cafes. We decided to make a stop at one of these places. After we tried the incredibly delicious coffee in a very authentic cafe, we continued our walk through the Old Town. My attention was drawn to the large number of stylish shops with very high quality clothing. What stood out to me especially was this bright store. There were many interesting designer items here. After a bit of shopping, we headed towards the restaurant that was already on my list of must-visit places, but we had an unexpected situation. Funny fact, we were going to the restaurant Raya, but ended up at the restaurant Day and Night. And we didn't even look at the sign because the main building said Raya. We just went inside and it turned out to be a different restaurant, and Raya is around the corner of the same building. So now we've decided that we'll have our lunch here, and for dinner we'll go to Raya. But interestingly, both restaurants are Michelin star. They have received several Michelin stars and they look very ordinary, just like typical unnoticed little restaurants. It's interesting that for me, Michelin restaurants have always been very pompous with menus where you don't order a la carte but are served a set meal. Here, though, it's a regular menu and regular presentation. There's nothing indicating that this is a high-class restaurant, but we'll try the food. It's interesting to taste it. Checking into a hotel right in the center of the Old Town, we decided to relax a bit and swim in this gorgeous rooftop pool. And in the evening, we headed back to the heart of the city to stroll down the most famous and photogenic street, where I couldn't take my eyes off the buildings with colorful facades. On weekends, there is a night market where you can try local food and see street performers. But since we were here on a weekday, we just wandered along endless boutiques, cafes, antique shops, and craft shops. We also admired the street art, which is plentiful here. But what caught my attention the most was a cafe, the facade of which was decorated with roses and a mirrored photo zone. We decided to go inside and have a cold drink as it was very humid outside. What I really like about Phuket Old Town is that you can come here both during the day and in the evening, and each time it's a completely different atmosphere. During the day, everything is so bright and vivid, like in a picture. And in the evening, the city turns into such a noisy, bustling, small southern metropolis with a huge number of people, cars, neon flowers. In general, a completely different atmosphere. But both times of day are unique. I recommend coming here to walk in the morning and staying for an evening promenade. Thailand has always been popular for its affordable massages, so on the very first day, we went to a massage salon, and among the many options, I chose Kim's Massage. It is one of the most popular massage salon chains in Phuket, known for its quality service and affordable prices. The salon offers a variety of massage spa treatments, including traditional Thai massage, romantic oil massage, and hand and foot massage. We chose a mix, foot and head massage.
So we just bought head massages, and was like a 1 hour massage, 30 minutes for head and 30 minutes for feet. And we only paid $24. $24 for two people for 1 hour massage. That's literally insane. That's like just blowing my mind. This is incredible price. And I'm super satisfied with quality of massage here. It's absolutely worth it.
By the way, if you thought there were no stylish bars in Phuket and that you need to fly to Bangkok for that, you were greatly mistaken. The Fool Speakeasy bar could easily end up on the list of the world's best bars because it's not just a bar, but a bar with a unique concept inspired by tarot card themes. Each cocktail on the menu is associated with one of the 22 major arcana of the tarot. Cocktails were great and we could learn its symbolic meaning. The bar menu includes a variety of signature cocktails inspired by mythology, dreams, and legends. And I can honestly say that the menu design was simply incredible. I recommend visiting here even if you don't drink alcohol because they offer non-alcoholic beverages and very tasty, hearty snacks that completely replaced dinner for us. The next morning, we went to visit a local attraction, an elegant Chinese temple built here in 1889 by a family of Chinese immigrants. In 2010, the temple was expanded and adorned with a large Chinese portal, making it more accessible to visitors, and now you can see very interesting wall graffiti here. The temple itself is externally adorned with traditional Chinese architecture with a terracotta tiled roof. Inside you can see ancient frescoes and various images, but the local monk was very strict with us and forbade filming despite the huge signs saying photography allowed. I am in front of the Onon Hotel. This hotel was built in 1927. It was the first hotel opened in Thailand. The hotel became especially popular after the release of the movie The Beach in 2000, which starred Leonardo DiCaprio, who stayed at the hotel during the filming. Of course, we couldn't help but visit a few more of the city's popular coffee shops. Campus was one of the most popular by rating, but unfortunately, I didn't get to try the coffee there because they ran out of alternative milk. But the coffee shop itself seemed more suited for working on a laptop than for cozy gatherings, so we went to the neighboring establishment. Here we encountered another issue. For some reason, cappuccino was missing from the menu, only latte, but they had a whole menu of signature drinks, so I decided to try something new for myself, and overall I was satisfied. Having walked all over the city, we finally decided to head towards the beach, and I really wanted to visit the beach club with great music, good service. So after reviewing all the options on the island, I decided to go to Maya Beach Club. To me, it seemed less trivial than the popular Café del Mare. The place itself reminded me of the style of beaches in Mykonos and Saint-Tropez, though in a more simplified form. There was a very nice restaurant with lounge music, hookahs, and a DJ, and the beach itself had pristine white sand and a very warm sea. with cozy soft loungers. There was also a large selection of dishes on the menu that you could order. The only thing I didn't like was the large number of vendors trying to sell souvenirs, but it's still a public beach, so we had to admit it. In the evening, the sky was filled with an amazingly bright sunset. It was very beautiful to watch. And after 8 in the evening, a fire show began on the nearby beach. Overall, the atmosphere was very cool and chill, and the beach club itself transforms into a restaurant/nightclub at night.
So I will probably rate this place 7 out of 10. Pros, super cool vibe, music, really nice service, sea is amazing here, super soft, sandy, no waves, warm. Cons, it was pretty pricey here. We paid something like $300 for Thailand. I think it's overpriced, slightly overpriced, and the food was not really good. But overall, it's a really nice place. So if you're looking for a nice beach club in Thailand, you definitely have to try Maya Beach Club. And we moved to Khao Lak right now. This is an island located 1.5 hours driving from Phuket Airport. And this is so relaxing and nice place just to hang out with your family, enjoy your life. There is no nightlife, there is no parties, there is no program. This is just a perfect place to enjoy your life, to relax, to chill, and just enjoy your life.
I want to show you our hotel and the place where we stayed to better feel the atmosphere of this resort. All the days in the hotel felt a special connection with nature. It was really very calm and peaceful. And I can definitely say that this is an excellent place for those who are tired of the hustle of the city and want to relax and devote time to peaceful relaxation. The hotel served an excellent breakfast buffet with a good selection of local and international dishes, as well as fresh tropical fruits. We also tried the massage at the hotel itself, and it wasn't very expensive, as is usually the case in hotels. A 1.5 hour massage cost about $50, but the skill level here was clearly higher than the beach massage, which in general was also very good here. The beach was more spacious than in Phuket. Plus, here you could take a walk and just enjoy the awesome nature and trees. A 7-minute walk from the hotel, we found a really cool cafe, which we certainly didn't expect to see here, because overall, outside the hotel territory, there were few interesting places except for massage salons and a couple of restaurants, and the coffee itself turned out to be very delicious. And in the evening, we had a reservation at a Thai cuisine restaurant in another Michelin restaurant, which I also did not expect to find here in Khao Lak. I won't talk about the restaurants for long. Overall, I can say that the The service here clearly didn't reach the level of Michelin restaurant service, but as for the food, some dishes were just excellent, some not so much. However, the restaurant itself looked luxurious, and overall, you can have a wonderful evening here, especially if it ends with a visit to another massage salon. In conclusion, I want to say that if you want to combine interesting cultural activities and beach relaxation, then this itinerary is made especially for you. Make sure to give a like if you enjoyed this video, and see you soon. Bye!